Welcome to Lycomingfootball.com. This is Wednesday pregame show before the Kings game, and we're talking to head coach Mike Clark. And Mike, are you over that game Saturday? Probably Sunday. It was back to work again.
Yeah, it was, John. I mean, we had a JV game on Sunday against Kings, ironically. So, our young guys and their young guys played this past weekend, and you just don't get any time to really. I mean, you can enjoy them for a little bit, but we bring our guys in on Sunday and we make corrections and. They lift a little bit, and then you get right into work for your next opponent. So it's kind of like a never-ending cycle, but it's good because you appreciate and hopefully improve upon the things that you need to on a Sunday, and then start to get back to work and develop plans in all three phases to get ready for your next opponent. So it's it's a neat process, and we're looking forward to another opportunity this weekend.
Assistant Athletic Director and Sports Information Director Joe Gustina, he seems to always find some interesting stats, and one that I picked out on the game notes for this weekend, it was Kings hasn't won in Williamsport since I was 4 years old. That's way back in 1949, 6-0. Sounds like setting up for a sleeping giant, doesn't it?
Well, they almost won here 2 years ago. So, look, it's a different year. They're coming off a big win against Misericordia. They give you a lot of problems. They're good at running the ball, and then defensively they're very multiple and pressure you a lot. So they're going to create some headaches, and I'm pretty sure their kids don't care about having never won here. I know they're going to come over and attempt to win. So we've got to be ready. They'll come in. There just really are no easy games in our conference. I mean, they'll come in fired up and ready to go to work.
Yeah, I like the way some of the people were talking. Every game is a playoff game if you want to go straight through the MAC undefeated.
It is, John. You don't. Unfortunately, the way the playoffs are structured now, I mean, every conference essentially gets to send a representative, and so our goals are to win the conference championship and to go to the playoffs again. I mean, we're very clear about that. But you just can't have any slip-ups. We talked about being in first place in the conference and staying in first place in the conference, and there's only one way that can continue to happen, and that's by winning each and every Saturday. And we don't care about what happens. Quite honestly, this is week 5, week 4 in the conference, and we'd like to remain in first place. We can't control what anybody else does, but we can control, we think, to a certain extent, what we're capable of doing, and ideally we'll still be in first place on Saturday afternoon.
Are you at liberty to talk about the quarterback position and how that's going? I know Tyler Jenny has been playing real well, and I've seen Klinger on the sideline and Zach, and how's he doing?
Good. I mean, look, Tyler has come in, and unfortunately, because of the injury a couple weeks ago, Zach had to miss some time, and Tyler stepped in and played really well. And we've just made the decision that we're going to continue to play Tyler. I mean, we feel that he's played very, very well in that time frame. So, but we're also very fortunate because what we believe is that we have two very, very capable quarterbacks. One of whom is 3-0 in conference play this year. The other who's won 70% of his starts the previous 2 years. So I think we have arguably the best depth in the conference right now among our first two quarterbacks, and that's a great thing for our football team. We'll continue to play Tyler as the starter right now. And should something happen to him, then we know Zach Klinger can come in and win us games, and that's a great thing because most people don't have that luxury.
We're here Wednesday, and as we look outside, it's raining. What has the turf field done for you? You haven't practiced in the gym, have you, this year yet?
No, not yet. And at this point, the issue is a lightning issue, right? If you ever got lightning, it would certainly force you to alter your plans. And then, if it really pours, how bad is it? Is it counterproductive being out there when it's a downpour? But on days like today, where it's just a little bit of rain and it's light, it just puts you in a much safer environment. It still allows you to get really good film because now we can film from inside. Whereas on the grass in the past, you would struggle to film from a lift if there was heavy rains. So the turf just. it just is I don't want to say it's an equalizer with the weather, but it certainly makes things a lot more convenient, or makes things better really for the football team in terms of being able to practice in a safe environment.
Mm-hmm. I imagine it gives them a little chance to see what it's like playing again when it is wet, because you're going to hit some of those.
Sure, and that's the thing. Again, sometimes in the past we would practice in the rain on the grass, and you deal with footing issues, and you didn't want to go on the game field because you would want to make sure that you were in a good environment. So you ended up practicing in, maybe a couple of the last falls that the rain was terrible, right? And so you just struggled to find good places to be productive. We even at times ended up on the intramural fields, which now it doesn't matter. You're on the game field, and you're going to have great footing, and you're not going to upset anybody because you ruined a field that you didn't have to. This turf's pretty durable, so it really just allows you to prepare as well as you can, even though there's some rain. You can still get really good work in.
Well, game time Saturday is 1 o'clock, and we'll be here, and good luck, and we'll be talking to you after the game, hopefully.
We're looking forward to it, John. Thanks for coming out.
Right. Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
This is a production of LycomingFootball.com, your 2012 Warriors Connection.